A Yale Law professor speaking out after this viral protest at a free speech event on campus. Listen.
Can I ask you all, as you know, Yale has a policy of freedom of speech, and that guys, come on, throw off. I look forward to hearing when we get to question and answer.
That professor was just trying to calm everyone down and now warning law schools are in a crisis. She says the truth doesn't matter much. The game is to signal one's virtue. Here to react, Fox News contributor and author of the upcoming book, The War on the West. Good morning, Douglas Murray. Hey, Douglas.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are law schools in a crisis?
Oh, they clearly are, and it's not just Yale that can attest to that. But Yale is an incredible example. I mean, we're not talking here about, a sort of third-rate college. We're talking about one of the absolute, jewels in the crown of American education. And the fact that law students there at Yale do not understand the most basic things, not just about America, including the right to free speech, not just about academia, where free speech is absolutely crucial, but that they don't understand that in the profession they want to go into, you have to hear views that you may not like. Mm-hmm. It's almost the definition of working in a courtroom, that you're going to hear opposing views. And here are these students who heckle and shout at a panel consisting of 3 lawyers, all who happen to be women, because they don't like the idea that you might hear views that these students happen not to agree with. It's a terrible glimpse at what could be the next generation of American lawyers.
Yeah, what was happening is these law students were disagreeing with this Christian conservative that represents the Alliance Defending Freedom. Her name is Kristen Wagner, and they're yelling at her. So this professor stands up and says, calm down. This is a law school. This is Yale. And now she's criticized. She was on Common Sense with Barry Weiss. And, here's the problem, Douglas. If you're a conservative, you stay silent, but if you do speak up, you risk the chance of being canceled.
Well, that's true, but there's no other option, I'm afraid. People just have to speak up. I admire anyone who's willing to do this, but they have to. They just have to. We have to as a country. We can't have half the country being silenced, and we can't have whole professions just giving in like this. Because many conservatives thought at the beginning of the sort of woke stampede that this was only going to be in certain areas, maybe the liberal arts, or maybe, certain sort of left-wing disciplines or non-disciplines, so-called studies areas. But people didn't really expect that it would go all the way through. It would go to the engineering schools. It would end up in the law schools. Here we are, and we can't just give over really important things like the law to activist left-wing mobs. I mean, one of the other things that came up in that conversation on Barry Weiss's podcast was the number of lawyers who are concerned because their firms now have junior employees who don't like the idea of them representing unpopular clients.
Right.
Well, if you allow that to go on, that's the end of the whole system of American justice. We can't give it up. People have to speak up.
You're right. Thanks so much, Douglas, for coming on.
It's a great pleasure.